From desktop Bible scope.
Period 6. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, you guys? How are we doing today? Do we have a little lunch, a little something there? One more class to go. It's an easy one. We've been talking about inequalities, those greater than or less than symbols. And so today we are going to record kind of our thoughts together in a method note. And then we have a Desmos assignment that has 10 windows. We're going to do 5 of them together. And then you guys will finish off doing the other 5. If you can, while we're waiting for everybody to check in, you can get your spiral notebook or your folder. Get your paper wherever you've been recording. And test. Okay, yeah, I see. We can hear me here, and I will be switching over to the method note that we will begin with shortly. This is the biggest class. Remember, we have like 33 strong, so we will begin shortly. It's to talk about really for 30 seconds. We're on our last chapter of the year, chapter 9. I'm going to teach a summer school class, but it's going to be 14 students. Although I don't always love to teach summer school, but I usually do it. The fact that I'm going to have 14 students is, wow, that's kind of a treat. One time I took 5 students strong. Ruby and Anthony, Oswaldo, good to see you. Mia, how you doing? Jeremiah R. and Caxel, Christian, Daniel, Ashley, how we doing? Natalie, Daniel, Annabella, Annabelle. Ooh, doing good. Very good. Very mild day. There's the sun. It was kind of real gloomy all morning, and now it's just a little bright, but kind of cool. Go out and get some fresh air after class. Good, Natalie's here. I'm not sure who the, there's just a number symbol with the number 2, 2BI, 1J. Be sure you put a name because when I take roll, I cannot tell who that is. And you'll be marked absent. So just change the name if you can, or just on the speaker, let me know. Whoever's little name tag ends with J9, let me know before we take roll. Cassandra I, good to see you. Oh, very good. Thanks, Stephanie. Hi, period 6. I was saying that it's a relatively easy day. We're going to record a little bit of stuff on a method note I. So if you can get out your notebook or your paper, wherever you write things down. And then there's a 10 screen Desmos, and we're going to do, well, we'll do 5 of them together. And once we've done that, that's all I have for for sync, I'm sorry. Then I'll take roll, and you guys finish the final 5 for asynchronous time today.
Mister,
Yes, sir.
are you gonna have I forget what it was called, the after school,
Office hours today?
yeah, office hours?
I sure will.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put that in Google Classroom. I'll put that link there, and it starts at 2:10 to 3 o'clock. Actually, till 2:55, because I'm still doing that Apex class, and I usually kind of wrap up 5 minutes early. Okay, let's begin. There's 20 of us here. Usually there's up to 30, but people will catch on, right? As I talk about it, I might just rewrite things to kind of clean things up, but this basically is the first part of the note. I have it in two parts, okay? So are we ready to follow along and kind of copy things down? Let's put our thoughts together of what we've done so far. Again, you guys, we've been working. I'm not just trying to throw you street signs. We've been working on the greater than, and less than. Remember that the greater than mouth is always going to open to the bigger value. It always wants to eat the bigger value. Back in the day when we would call it like an alligator mouth or something, you know, like alligator wants to eat something. Look at that. Yeah, my little animation skills going on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, or we also said it's like Pac-Man. ADC. It's like this looks more like. Did you guys see that fish that they that one is like thousands of feet deep? That one fish, it was all intact here, like in Newport Beach. There's those ones like on Finding Dory that have the little lights attached to it. Okay, let's start copying here. Method note I. We always like the date, so we put 5/11. Inequalities, which are number lines, solving, and graphs. Put that in a bracket. I'll do this one with you in a moment. And we can start copying here what we have in the highlighted blue. It's kind of like the purpose of it. It's that we can model a situation with multiple answers using inequalities. So our example is like this. X is greater than mouth 10. X is greater than 10. That will be all the numbers greater or past 10. But remember, it will not include it because it doesn't have an equal sign. So when you go to graph it and represent it on a number line, you're going to show me all the x's greater than 10. So you'll circle around it and then go greater with a little arrow. And then, sorry, and then over here to the right, I have a little key in the box. Let's put the little key to the symbols, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to. Now that has the equal sign kind of put there. So I'm just going to put GT for greater than or equal to. A couple concerns in the chat. Okie doke. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Here we go. Let's get this. My connection was a little unstable. So then I have that, and then I also need to include the less than or equal to. So less LT or equal to. So make me a little key there. And then I have also note. And in a box, I put the greater than and the less than. I put them over here to the left. Yeah, over here to the left. That doesn't have the equal sign, so those will not include the number at the boundary mark. Like the 10, it does not include it. So it's an open circle. That's super important. Open circle does not include it. And when there's the greater than sign, over here in this box, when there's the greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, those will include the number when being graphed. So you will fill in a closed circle like that. Equal sign, fill it in. No equal sign, keep it open. Okay, should I wait another 30 seconds, let everybody get caught up? Some people joined us a little late because of Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, let me just leave it there for 30 seconds. I'm not in too much of a rush. But again, I know how it is at the end of the day. I don't want to make it any longer than it have to. Are we caught up or a little bit more? One more minute?
One more minute.
Okay. My instincts sometimes are kind of on and sometimes they're off. That's why I let you guys communicate a little bit on the chat if we have to. In this method note, we'll have like 3 different examples. So you see example A, the one in red. We're going to go over that one. That's going to a very traditional problem. And I was practicing my presentation, and I'll practice it again. Maybe I want to present and have it be green this time. Oh, that you can't see it very good. How about, oh, that looks nice and clear. That keeps it kind of that maroon color. Rainbow. Kind of out in space color one. I like that color. Let's leave that one for the example. Kind of a marble, like a stone. Oops, look at all this answer here. Okay, so let's go ahead and now under it, let's do a little classic example. 2x, you guys record A, example A, 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 13. So we want to isolate and get the x all alone. So let's start off by, of course, kicking out the minus 3 with its opposite. So we'll add a 3 to both sides and bring down my 2x, bring down my less than or equal to, and continue doing the math. 13 and 3 is giving me 16. And lastly, we're going to divide by 2. Okay, simplifying this problem gives us that numbers less than or equal to 16 divided by 2 is 8. Numbers less than or equal to 8 should be able to be placed into the original. And I will turn the original yellow. Okay. There we go. That one's better. I should be able to place it in there and it be a true statement. So the easiest number that I know that's less than 8 or equal to would be 0. Okay, 2 times 0 turns to 0 and it leaves a negative 3. Is that less than or equal to 13? It sure is. And because it's true, then I know I'm good. Okay, then I'm good to go. That makes a true statement, happy face. And then they may say, finish it off, they may say to graph it with the appropriate open or close circle. All right. Okay, so I'm going to, hey, that came out real good. I want to show all the x's less than or equal to 8. Why don't we go 4, 8, 0 in the middle, negative 4, negative 8. Nice, Caxon, very good. X is less than, oh, Caxel, you bring up something really good. I'm glad you did that. He put X is less than 8, and it's hard to find it's hard to find this symbol. The X is greater than or equal to 8. And a lot of times you have to find it, you have to find it by looking for the onboard keyboard, or you just write the equal sign after it, like this. You can type X, sorry about that. You can go X less than or equal to 8. And that's acceptable too, because remember, it has the line under it. Okay, time to graph it, you guys. Let me turn my color red. I go to 8 for the boundary, and I'm going to fill it in because it has that equal sign. Fill it in and point to all the numbers less than. Go ahead and put an arrow, which indicates you'll keep going on that way into the negatives. You'll keep going infinity, infinity. There we go. Caxel, what? You're trying to be my superstar here. Trying to earn some points back with me, sir. Well, if you're trying to, you're doing a good job. That tells me that you're listening and you're being right on to what we're trying to be on today. Everybody, that's the first part of the note. I have a little piece, just a little end piece to put on there, but I want us to go to Desmos now. Okay, I'll leave that screen on. As a matter of fact, I do not think I assigned it to you guys. Let me go. No, I never assigned it to period 6. So I'm going to send it to you in Google Classroom right now. Here it comes. Okay, so today we're going to do week 15, block 2, solving one variable linear inequalities, day 2. Okay, I'm going to go to the dashboard. Please jump on board with me. Let me see who's already jumped on board. If it's already been reaching you, click on it. The link should take you. If it hasn't, Anthony Midhill, awesome. I need Anthony. You'd be on there. Very good. Why don't I put the student link on the chat to make it even easier? Oh, Caxel, I was just saying that I'm proud that you're putting the appropriate stuff, and this is the most that I've seen from you. I'm glad that you got a little more focused than some of those weeks way back when. So that's good. Stay with us. Stay with us so you're getting all the appropriate stuff. This is going to be on the next quiz. Everybody, do you see the light blue link in the chat? Miss Para, thank you for joining us. Everybody click on in. Let's do this one here. And by the way, screen 1 and screen 2 are just some useful charts, but we already discussed them in our method note. So look at number 1, look at number 2, see if that sinks in. And once you've done that, then meet me on screen number 3. Okay. Let me check to see who's joining us. There we go, Jaden. There's a lot of us. Come on, everybody. Let's jump in on this assignment.
Wait, number 3, right?
Now for number 3, you're going to have to put it on the number line. Let me look. Let me see if you were doing number 3 right. So Cax will go down there and draw for me what it would look like. It's kind of tricky though, because we haven't been doing it looking like this, 3 less than X. Haven't we been doing the other way? We've been turning it around. So you might want to say X. I'm kind of taking over your problem. Do you see how the mouth opens to the X? So I'm going to switch it like that. X.
You can't see the screen.
Oh, yes. Thank you. All right. Is that better? Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for letting me know. I'm more used to seeing that the variable starting off. So I'm going to put X, and I notice the mouth opens to the X. So if I do that, I keep the mouth open to the X. Now, for the warm-up, can you plot that on the number line? And I could tell if you've been paying attention, you guys off into the chat, is it going to be a closed circle or open circle? Let me get more people in on the dashboard. 25 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only 6 people on the assignment. Come on, period 6. We're better than that. Let's get there. Let's jump into this here. Mia, thank you very much. Crystal, there you go. You're in. George Flores, you're in. Very good. Anybody, just look in the chat. And thank you, Jaden, for putting there we go, Daniel. Christian A, there we go. Now we're talking. Just quickly read window 1 and window 2, and then join me on window 3, everyone. There we go. We're almost done. Remember, we're only doing the first 5 screens, and we're on screen 3. Woohoo! Gabriel, good. Good. Meet me. Look on screens 1 and 2 and meet me on 3. Who else? Caesar, possibly. Jeremiah R. Luis O. Ivan M. There we go, you guys. Click that link. Let's get all working together. The link is red, light blue
Wait, there.
on the chat. Now, Kexo, you ready? Let me go check yours now. Here we go. Let me see what
I
you got.
kind of didn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay. I just want to now start to check your work. Okay, I'll tell you what you have right and what you have wrong. Okay, I'm glad you put the X there, but look at the mouth. It's opening. So you're gonna have to switch it around. And this one doesn't need an equal sign. So you don't need the equal sign.
Okay.
So here's what it should look like. X greater than 3. Yeah, I hear my Wi-Fi is kind of delayed. I'm gonna move my table. I'm gonna try to move my Wi-Fi around a little bit.
Because I changed it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Here. Class, now this is me doing it. X is showing me the X is greater. Jaden, you said open. Jaden, you were right. I want to show all the X's greater than 3. So I'm going to open it and then go to the ones greater. Go that way. Please take one of those tostadas.
I don't know.
I think I'm done with problem number 1. Good job. Could someone tell me how I knew it was an open circle? Who can tell me how I knew that the circle was going to be open?
It was greater.
Because it was greater. Okay. And also because what does it not have?
It doesn't have any sign.
Right. So when it's just the less than or the greater, open. When it has the line,
Mister,
closed. Yes.
but isn't it because there's only like an X. There's no like a number.
so that the X, Caxo, the X stands for a bunch of numbers that you can put in. So many numbers. So you can also say this. The X is many numbers greater than 3. And isn't 4 greater than 3? Yeah. Is 5 greater than 3?
Yep.
Is 6 greater than 3? Yeah. So that's why I'm going to point this way. And when I point this way, then it means all of them, everything going this way. Good question. Let's try number 2, everybody. Number 2, again, they start with a number. How does that look? 4 greater than or equal to X. How does that look on the number line?
You lost your connection.
Okay, thank you. I do apologize, you guys. It sure is, it must be hard to, but I can't really control other than trying to move around. Can you guys hear me? Is it okay? It might be on a delay. Let me double check my mic as well. Okay. Again, you guys, I am used to putting the X, the variable, first. So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change it to X. And see how the arrow's pointing at the X? If I move that position, then I gotta do that. I gotta keep it pointing to the X. Now, I've done it. Now I can show the many numbers, all the X's, less than or equal to 4, or equal to a positive 4. So this time, it has the equal sign, so I'm going to put a full filled in circle and go towards the numbers less than, and put a little arrow at the end. Any questions? Is my voice coming okay?
Yes.
Better? Okay, good. Yeah, I think it's calmed down for now, for the moment. Well, I need you guys to go to number 3 because we're going to bump into something special here. And this is the most important 5-10 minutes of class. When you guys get a negative X less than 0, well, the negative that also means give me the opposite, okay? Remember that negative can also mean opposite. So when we try to find our solutions, I'm going to pick a negative, like -5, a 0, and a positive 5. So let's see what happens. You guys, if I make the opposite of a -5, what is the opposite of a -5? It's 5. But is 5 less than 0? No, it's not smaller, it's bigger. So I just made something that doesn't work. Now I'm gonna test 0. Okay. But there's no such thing as the opposite of 0. Okay, we'll just say it's 0. But is 0 less than 0? Nope. Again, I made something that doesn't work. Frustrated face. Now, the only one that probably will work is the positive 5. Okay, let me see. Positive 5. I'm gonna make, but the rule says negative. So I'm gonna make it a -5. And is -5 less than 0? Yes, it is. but -5 is over here, not over here. So you guys, I'm just going to scratch all of it out. These are not going to work because we have something, like I said, we have a special case. Whenever you bump into dividing by a negative, the inequality will not work unless you switch the symbol. Okay. So that's why I said this is the most important 5 minutes of the class. When I saw a negative x, this is what you're going to do. Whenever you divide by a negative, I'm going to divide by to make it a regular x. You know what you have to do? You have to flip the symbol from whatever it is. Right now it's negative, so now I have to make it positive. Okay. So we're going to call this a special case. And actually, at this point, let's go back to do the last little piece of the method note. Okay. What happened here? Oh, I was on 3. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Wait, let's do 4 and 5. Remember, I said we're going to do that, and then we'll go to our method note. So don't jump this. Would you transfer this one over? 5 plus x greater than or equal to 8. And let's just solve this. This is a very traditional problem. Okay, class, what if this was your problem? 5 plus x greater than or equal to 8. What's the one move I have to do so I can get x all alone? I have to get rid of what? I have to get rid of the 5. So I'm going to minus 5 and minus 5. And now I have x greater than or equal to 8. 8 take away 5 is 3. So let's practice with the little keyboard. Let's practice putting that in as a solution. X greater than or equal to 3. Submit. And then it says explain. Well, they have the words mostly for us already. The solution set of the inequality is the set of all numbers greater than or equal to 3. Submit. Class, did I have to flip the symbol? No. I did not divide by a negative. That's the only time you'll have to flip the symbol. Okay, now let's go to number 2, which part 2 of this problem gives you the number line. And we have to put this on there again. Show me the correct way to represent all the x's greater than or equal to 3. Filled in circle and go greater. Go to the next problem. Here's the last one we're going to do together. -3, x is greater than 12. It's not ready to go because the x is not all alone. What do I need to do? I need to divide by a -3. Uh-oh, ding, 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 ding. What am I doing? Dividing by a negative. So you just say x is, and then we have to switch them. Less than a -4.
Mister,
Yes.
what's the number in the bottom by the negative?
A 3 with a line. Yeah. Okay. So let's practice
Wait, did you
punching.
read, mister?
Yeah. Let's practice punching this in. X less than -4. Almost done. The solution set of the inequality is the set of all numbers that are what, class? All the numbers that are what in relationship to -4?
What did I type?
They are less than -4. Okay, so let's get ready to finish it by putting it on a number line. X is less than a -4. Okay, that looks like this. I go to the boundary, I go to -4. There's no line under it, so I have to keep
Mister, what's
it.
the solution?
It says x less than -4.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then I want to go smaller and smaller. I want to go less than. So I'm going to keep going that way. Okay. So now I'm just going to post the last piece of the note. And as you guys are writing it, I'll start taking attendance. Okay. What I did is I drug it over here. And I'm just going to scoot it over here next to it. Okay, so you guys right there in the blue or the little puffy cloud with the little lines all around it. We're putting that on our method note. That's a special case. And we're putting it in words that we flip the symbol whenever we divide by a negative. Take your time to write this down, please. And then Your final example would be example C. Okay, did you notice I put 5 minus 5x greater than or equal to 50? I said to myself, well, I have to get to x, so let me minus the 5 on both sides. Those will go away. I'm going to sorry. We're going to bring down the negative 5x. I'm going to bring down the greater than or equal to, and then 50 take away 5 is 45. The last step will be to get x all alone. I'm going to have to divide by a negative. Divide by a negative. Ding, 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 ding. There's a special case happening. What does that mean? That means that x, what am I going to do? It's right now, it was greater than or equal to. That means I'm going to flip it to less than or equal to. And then 45 divided by 5 happens to be 9. Don't forget, there's a negative. So it's negative 9. And then I graph it. Here's 0 in the middle. I just did like this, negative 5, positive 5. All the x's less than or equal to negative 9 would be just under 10 and going to the less than or equal to 9 and going to. Do I have any questions? That takes it for the, that's it for, gosh, I'm sorry, I kept talking. I said 20 minutes. What happened? There's no there's no extra book work tonight. I just would like you guys to finish the rest of the 5 screens on Desmos. And then the book work that was over the weekend, 9-7, 9-8, 9-9, I've decided to just wait to the next period. So we'll talk about it on Thursday. Okay, Isabella B, you're okay. I'm checking in people right now. You can go. Isabella, you're checked in. Have a good day, everyone.
Wait, when's the test?
Not till next week.
Oh,
No
Okay.
test this week. Okay,
Okay.
I'm just gonna say some names. Jeremiah R, you're all checked in. George Flores, good to see you. George Flores, you're all checked in. Oh, George, you're always here. Jaden S. Jaden, you're checked in. Caxiel, you're all checked in. Mia Islas,
bye.
bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Mia, have a good one. Christian A. Christian, how's it going? Ruby, thanks for being with us today. Ruby A, you're all checked in. Ashley T. Ashley T, you're all checked in. Annabelle Para. I always throw the A at the end. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. But let's call you by your name. Annabelle Para. Samuel S. Samuel S, you're all checked in. Anthony Midhill, you're all checked in. Luis O, you're all checked in. Luis Martinez. Jeremiah R. Gabriel Garcia. Daniel E. Crystal Torres. Caesar Garcia. Leslie Torres. Araceli Mota. Ruby A. Yes, you're okay, Ruby. I called you. I saw Cassandra at one time, didn't I? Cassandra I. Yes, good. No Isaac. Stephanie Herman. Yes, I got you checked in, Stephanie. No Sam Fuentes. No Natalie. No Mariana. How about Isaiah Coral? Daniel Carrillo? No. George Flores. I did call you. Yes. Flores Ortega. You're good. Okay, no problem. No Daniel Carrillo. Danielle Gardenias. No Danielle. George Calderon. No. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you. You guys were real attentive watching me do the whole note. I hope you took a screenshot. I hope you have the whole note. No Edwin Alvarez. Have a good day. Anybody else that I missed? No. No Ivan Martinez? No. No Jimmy? Oswaldo? Yes. No Adriana Soto? Okay, stay busy, you guys. Get some good practice, and let's even check answers, and we'll see everybody on Thursday. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Does anybody still need to write down the method note? It's right there. I'll probably upload it onto a copy of it onto Google Classroom. Okay, roll has been taken. All right. Bye, Ashley. See you guys Thursday.